KSAT 12. The news at 5:30 starts right now.
We begin tonight with a man who was shot as he was leaving a hookah lounge over on the northwest side. He has died from his injuries. It all happened around 3 o'clock this morning.
Our John Paul Barajas is live at Public Safety Headquarters. John Paul, now we know that police are still looking for the suspect.
Tim, Courtney, the two main things that we know right now is that the victim is 28 years old and the suspect was driving a light colored vehicle. At this time, we don't know why the shooting happened. However, police say the 28-year-old victim was leaving a hookah lounge on the 3300 block of West Avenue around 3 a.m. As he walked to his car, a light colored vehicle started shooting. The victim was hit in the legs twice. The lounge's security guards called 911, and the suspect was rushed to University Hospital. But we found out he has died due to his injuries this afternoon. This is a developing story, and we'll continue to bring you the latest and let you know what happens at Public Safety Headquarters. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. Meanwhile, a silver alert has been issued for an 82-year-old man last seen in Bay City this morning. That's just southwest of Houston. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, Harold Eugene Bundick disappeared around 7 o'clock this morning. He is described as 6 feet tall with gray hair and gray eyes and was last seen wearing a Dallas Cowboys hat. He may be driving a black GMC Sierra with the license plate seen on your screen there, GSSZ2122. Police say Bundick poses a credible threat to his own health and safety. If you may have spotted him, you're asked to call the Matagorda County Sheriff's Office. Their number also on your screen, 979-245-5526.
A man is recovering tonight after San Antonio police say an argument turned into a shooting overnight. This is all happening just north of downtown at a 7-Eleven on San Pedro Avenue. Police say around 2:50 this morning, they found a 52-year-old man who had been shot in the arm. The man told officers he had an argument with a 25-year-old man who refused to leave that store. That's when the 25-year-old allegedly went back to his truck, grabbed a gun, and shot the victim. The victim was taken to a nearby hospital and is expected to be okay. As for the suspected shooter, police found him walking about a block away. He's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Over on the city's west side, police called out to a hotel after a man was stabbed in the stomach. Officers say that incident unfolded around 10:30 last night at the Woodspring Suites over on West Loop 410 near Culebra. They say two men were arguing there when one of the men stabbed the other before running off. The victim taken to the hospital. However, police say his injury is non-life-threatening. The suspect was eventually arrested and is now charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
The community remaining dedicated to the search for missing 3-year-old Lena Keel. They've searched all around the apartments where she disappeared, green belts in the surrounding area, and even a nearby creek. But she is still nowhere to be found. Our Jonathan Cotto met up with some of the people involved in that search who say they're not giving up.
It's been 3 weeks and still no sign of 3-year-old Lena Keel, who disappeared from a playground within her apartment complex on December 20th. And today, the local Afghan community says they're not losing hope and are continuing their search efforts for Lena Keel. In the last 20 days, groups of volunteers have searched near and far, combing through ditches, the brush, and even the murky waters of this creek.
At this point, we are searching areas, hopeful that we'll get a lead or we'll find something that pertains to Lena.
The search party canvassing areas near Hebner Road, not far from where Lena was last seen. CEO of Eagles Flight, Pamela Allen, says they've maintained an open line of communication with the FBI, SAPD, and the community.
And the other thing is we have a lot of tips coming into my website, to my Facebook, even people calling me with tips. And so we quickly get those over to the FBI. And this area specifically has been areas that we've been given tips to look in.
Lena had been a subject of an Amber Alert for nearly 3 weeks. Last week, that Amber Alert discontinued. Police say they had received a tip that led them to search a nearby creek. The FBI calling in a dive team who searched every inch of this area, but still no sign of Lena.
Efforts are going to continue to be relentless. This is a mother whose arms are empty. She does not have her Lena in her arms, and we want to make sure that we help with that.
Lena's disappearance continues to be a missing persons case, and anyone with any information is asked to call SAPD's Missing Persons Unit at 210-207-7660. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Right now, the nation experiencing an alarming surge in COVID cases. The U.S. seeing more than 4 million new cases over the past 7 days. That is the highest weekly case numbers on record. Health officials saying vaccination still the best defense against the Omicron-fueled surge.
We started to see the next wave of almost entirely unvaccinated patients, people in their 40s, people in their 30s, otherwise pretty healthy, getting really, really sick. At least in our ICU, all of them are unvaccinated.
Adults, not the only ones being affected either. A new CDC-led study is finding children who are diagnosed with COVID-19 are now more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes shortly after recovering from the infection. The reason for the increased risk, not yet understood.
And if you need to get tested, check this out. We have a QR code that will direct you to a list of testing locations on our website. You can get your phone out right now, scan this QR code on your screen, and it'll take you directly to that online list. Or just pause your TV if you need a little more time. If you're new to this process, all you have to do is pull out your smartphone, open up your camera app, and point it at the screen. Then a link will pop up. Click that and you're good to go. We also have a QR code for vaccine and booster shot clinics. It's the same process. You can also find all of these articles with those locations anytime by visiting KSAT.com.
Still ahead on the news at 5:30, a high-rise fire in the Bronx killed several people today, including children. We are hearing what the intense moments were like for the people who were trying to escape.
Now to a tragedy out of New York City. Reports this evening that nearly 24 people have died, including children, after an apartment building caught fire.
Very tragic. It happened this morning in the Tremont section of the Bronx, not far from Yankee Stadium. New York City officials calling the magnitude of the fire unheard of. ABC's Phil Lipoff has the details.
A Bronx building empty tonight after a fire broke out on the 3rd floor of a 19-story high-rise.
The door to that apartment was left open, causing the fire to spread and the smoke to spread.
First responders say they found people in the stairwells filled with smoke, many residents stunned.
I panicked. I was scared. I was really scared. I mean, that smoke really hit me. By the time I got to the exit and I had the mask on, I couldn't even see. I thought I went blind.
Dozens injured and taken to the hospital. Chanasia Hunter, who lives on the 10th floor, forced to evacuate.
So I was coming down the stairs and saw a body sitting on the floor. Like, this is crazy. So this building been here for years. This has never happened before.
Newly sworn in Mayor Eric Adams calling the incident unprecedented.
This is a painful moment for us. This is going to be one of the worst fires that we have witnessed during modern times here in the city of New York.
Authorities say the fire is not suspicious.
It started in a malfunctioning electric space heater. That was the cause of the fire.
Phil Lipoff, ABC News, New York.
Oh, well, here at home, if yesterday's gray, pretty gloomy, damp weather wasn't your cup of tea, hopefully this is a little better for you. Beautiful shot outside with live cam near the airport. We've got a lot of high thin clouds in the sky, and that'll make for a beautiful sunset coming up here very shortly. Temperatures for now are in the 60s, but it will get chilly pretty quickly this evening. If you haven't already noticed winds, the winds so far today, they will start to gust up near 35, maybe even 40 miles per hour later on this evening. I'll walk you through the evening and overnight forecasts, get you ready for the week ahead coming up. First, checking on the aquifer, it is up 0.3 of a foot today, and in your pollen count, molds high, mountain cedar moderate. Unfortunately, with today's gusty winds kicking in, that mountain cedar count could climb by tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Much nicer day out there today.
Felt so good to see the sun. I spent so much of the day outside.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and at least like through this afternoon, the winds weren't too bad, but they are starting to pick up, and it will be gusty at times tonight all the way through early tomorrow morning. So something to keep in mind if you haven't already secured some of your loose patio stuff. You may want to go ahead and do that because it will be gusty at times as we wrap up the weekend. Let's start with a time lapse. Starting at 7 this morning, there was some moisture there on the lens. The patchy fog, drizzle, and light rain persisted overnight through early this morning, but you'll see things quickly cleared up as the cold front moved on through. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything for us in terms of measurable rainfall, but it did clear things out very nicely, and we've been treated to beautiful skies for much of the day today. We've been able to get some sunshine going, but there has been a very good amount of mid and high level cloud cover around, and we will continue to see that for the next several days, not just tomorrow, but for the next several days. So get used to seeing these high, thin clouds in the sky as we head into this new week. 69 our afternoon high. We're already really starting to cool down. 62 at the airport. We've got low 50s in the hill country, still a touch warmer down to the south. That cooler air is gradually filtering in, and everyone will start off on a colder note tomorrow morning. I want to point out our dew points. They have already started to fall a lot. A lot of us have really dry air in place already with dew points in the 30s and 40s. That is feeling nice and dry thanks to a north wind. And just compared to this time yesterday, our dew points generally are down 10 to 20 degrees. So the air is already a lot drier and it is breezy. Our sustained winds are generally about 10 to 20 miles per hour, 24 miles per hour sustained in Hondo. A little bit lighter there in Carrizo Springs, but it's breezy, and we also have some gusts starting to pick up. So it hasn't been too gusty so far today, but we will start to see more of these wind gusts up near 30, even 35 miles per hour pop up this evening and tonight. And we'll continue to see some wind gusts up near 35, maybe even close to 40 miles per hour late this evening all the way into the overnight hour. So it will be gusty overnight. You'll hear the wind. It may scratch the branches against the side of your house or the windows. So just know you may hear some rustling out there overnight. Here's a look at the wind gust forecast starting at midnight all the way through most of your Monday. Gusty through the first part of the day, but after lunchtime, we'll start to see those wind gusts drop. And then by tomorrow afternoon and evening, winds will really start to relax. So gusty north winds, you know what that means, especially this time of year. We're likely going to see a rise in our mountain cedar count heading into the day tomorrow. So this was taken this morning. So with those gusty north winds that have kicked in today, we'll likely see an uptick in mountain cedar heading into the day tomorrow. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. Tis the season for some spikes in our mountain cedar counts. Satellite and radar, we don't have any rain out there, but as you saw on live cam, we've got plenty of high cloud cover moving in from the west. Here's another vantage point. This is the view at 410 from the airport there. A really nice picture here with the high clouds around. Those will stay in place overnight tomorrow and for the next few days, simply just because of the flow that we've got out of the southwest in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. So we're going to call it partly to mostly cloudy overnight into the day on Monday. With this additional cloud cover, our temperatures won't be allowed to bottom out quite as much as they would if we had a clear sky overnight. So even though we had the front come through, it's turning cooler. I only expect a light freeze across a portion of the hill country. Notice the rest of the area, including San Antonio, we're only talking about dropping down to near 40 degrees tomorrow morning. So not worried about a widespread freeze overnight tonight. We're going to keep this high cloud cover around tomorrow. That will help to keep us fairly cool with high temperatures near 60 here in San Antonio, low 60s south of Highway 90. Low to mid 50s for high temperatures tomorrow up in the hill country. Pretty quiet here heading into the middle of the week. This front and the lingering cloud cover will help to keep us fairly cool. Our highs will slowly sneak back closer to 70 by the end of the work week. Guys.
Thank you, Katie.
All right, Larry, Spurs Nets mixing things up early today, requiring a little overtime to settle it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a fair fight again because the Spurs were down 6 players due to COVID-19. The Nets are not a good defensive squad, so the Spurs took advantage of that. And yes, they forced an overtime thriller at Brooklyn. Plus, Dak Prescott joked about his so-called slump. Coming up.
I think it's a hell of a year for a guy that was in a slump. I mean, I just think it was a joke.
Mike McCarthy having some fun at the expense of the media. Slump or not, Dak Prescott finished the regular season with a bang in big board sports. All right, the Spurs and Nets had a noon tip at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn today, 11 a.m. local time. Rookie guard Josh Primo made his second straight start for the Spurs with 6 of his teammates out due to COVID-19. First quarter, Lonnie Walker drives and gets the tough one-handed shot, the fall, and the foul. It's the 12-11 Spurs. Free throw no good. Lonnie scored the Spurs' first 12 points. Later on in the quarter, Primo stops and pops a 3, and we're tied at 32. Your score after 1. Second frame, DeJounte Murray drives to feed Jakob Poeltl for some jam and the foul. The Spurs Spurs led at 36-32. After trailing by 7, the Nets come back. James Harden from coast to coast for the layup. Nets led 49-47. Timeout Spurs, but it didn't work. David Duke Jr. plays alley-oop with Nick Claxton capping off a 14-0 run by the Nets, and Brooklyn led 60-51 at halftime. Third quarter, cue up the spark plug, Patty Mills from downtown, and the Nets go out in front by 14, 72-58. 3 minutes to go, Bryn Forbes goes step-back triple, plus draws the foul. Free throw good, 4-point play. Spurs are down 77-84. Less than a minute to go, Devontae Cacok steals the ball, and he goes slam dunk, and the Spurs are down 2. They closed the quarter on an 18-7 run and trailed 89-91 after 3. Fourth frame, 40 seconds to go. Primo makes a huge 3, and this game is tied at 113. Then, after a Pirtle offensive foul, Kevin Durant missed from 3. The Spurs get the ball with 0.8 of a second left. Jock Landale inbound pass to Keita Bates-Diop, and that was almost your game. But we're going to overtime, tied at 113. Extra time now, tied at 119. KD passes to Cam Thomas. He makes a tough 10-footer over Primo for the lead, 121-119. Spurs get one more look. Inbounds pass will go to Lonnie, and he can't get the shot off, and that's your ball game. Spurs fall in overtime, 121-119. Afterward, Jock Landale praised the team's resiliency in the second half.
You know, I felt as though we did an awesome job tonight in that third quarter, and especially in that fourth as well, of just figuring out what was working and going to it, and guys stepped up and made massive plays. So, you know, we need to figure that out a little bit earlier in the game, and kind of not let it get away from us so far and dig ourselves such a big hole. But you know, I think, as you said, it's been huge for us just building a level of resiliency that, you know, in the future will really come in handy.
Spurs will play at the Knicks tomorrow night, 6:30, to wrap up their 7-game road trip.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys hammered the Eagles 51-26 last night to finish the regular season 12-5. Quarterback Dak Prescott picked the Eagles apart, throwing for 295 yards and a career-high 5 touchdown passes. His final TD pass to Corey Clement early in the fourth set the Cowboys record for touchdown passes in a season with 37. Tony Romo had 36 in 2007. Coach McCarthy joked that's a heck of a season for a guy in a slump. Well, Dak laughed about that one as well.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, if I wasn't in one, I guess I could have done it a while back. But, yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool to get a record like that. I mean, obviously knowing who's come before me and who's play the quarterback position here before me. I'm just the beneficiary of a lot of hard work, great play calling, offensive line protecting, a bunch of different guys making plays. So just a stat, to be honest with you.
Cowboys receiver Cedric Wilson had a game last night. 5 receptions for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. He delivered once again with Michael Gallup out.
Cedric's a hell of a football player. You look not only what he does on offense, but what he does on special teams. And, you know, and I mean, he's former quarterback. You know, he plays like a quarterback. He's, you know, he does all, you know, does a lot of the little things and, you know, the details. Very intelligent player, very instinctive, very aware. So, yeah, I thought he had an excellent night tonight.
The Cowboys are currently the number 4 seed, but can move up to the number 3 if both Arizona and the LA Rams lose today. If both the Rams and Cardinals were to lose and Tampa Bay also loses to Carolina, the Cowboys would jump to the number 2 seed in the NFC. Now, Houston wrapped up his regular season at NRG Stadium against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee, who needed a win to grab the top seed in the AFC playoffs, led 21-0 at halftime and appeared to be cruising. But wait a minute. Fourth quarter, Davis Mills, with plenty of time, fires to Danny Amendola for a 7-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion was good, and the Texans trailed 21-18. Ensuing possession, Tennessee would answer right back to get some breathing room. Ryan Tannehill to Julio Jones, 3 yards, and the Titans go back up by 10. But here come the Texans again. Mills to Amendola, 26 yards, and Houston is down 25-28, making the Titans sweat with 4 minutes left in the game. Next drive, Tennessee will run out the clock to win 28-25 to earn a first-round bye and number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs. Houston goes home with a record of 4-13. Texans rookie QB Davis Mills passed for 301 yards and 3 touchdowns and no interceptions in the loss. Guys?
I, for one, am glad the regular season is over. I won't have to deal with that level of frustration until September.
There you go.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.
All right, planning your day tomorrow. No freeze in the morning, but you will want a jacket. It is going to be in the upper 30s, near 40. Breezy winds through tomorrow afternoon. Winds will relax tomorrow evening. Look for a high tomorrow, just shy of 60, guys.
All right, a nice little warm up. Thank you, Katie. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tonight for the Night Feed.
We'll see you then. We'll see you then. Wow, I can speak today. Hopefully I'll speak better by tonight.